Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run podcast live. And today is, what is it? What's today? July 5th? The day
July
after,
5th.
the day after the 4th. And up on panel, we got Just Right.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah, I almost forgot my intro because I have all of these things going on my screen all at once. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And we're trying to do a mic check.
Yeah, that was funny. I
uh,
don't think you can hear me anyway.
yeah, I could barely hear you on the playback. We're gonna play it. It was hella funny. I thought it was cute. But yo, you guys listen up. This was our mic check. Go ahead, talk.
Okay, this is the microphone close to my mouth. This is me talking normally. Now, the microphone close to my mouth. Check.
Are you
Check.
done? Because I don't know. Are you done?
Done. Yes.
Are you done? Okay. That was hella funny.
Yes. You sounded annoyed as shit. I'm like, why are you mad? We're doing sound check.
I don't know. Like that was just some extra shit. I don't. I'm sorry, baby.
Well, let's give him a little bit of backstory. Yesterday I was listening to the playback, and most of the time I sound like I'm muffled because I don't know if it's because my voice is deep or my microphone is close to my mouth, but there's been times like, for instance, right now it's really close to my mouth, and then now it's not. So I guess I kind of want to see which one's better. But I told her, I was like, aren't we gonna do a mic check? And she's like, oh yeah. And we were trying to figure out how to do it, and then she sounded annoyed as shit. I'm like, why are you mad? She's like, are you done? Yes. I'm like, damn, drink some of your coffee, babe. Sip some coffee.
Mhm. You know what? I think I have to
Well,
like restart my computer because um on YouTube it's set to yesterday's title. So that's what I was trying to figure out
not on
yesterday.
mine.
Hmm?
Not on mine. On
What
mine it
is
says live in 7 minutes, and it's counting down. So we're not even live on YouTube yet.
it says we're live on YouTube but with yesterday's title.
All
I'm
these glitches,
mad.
man.
Yeah. I'm sick
I'll
of
send
this
it to
shit
you.
cuz it never used to do that.
I don't know.
I don't know either,
Well, we
but
can't let
I'm
it stop us.
gonna wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna change the title. Yeah, hold on. Hold,
We're good on Twitch,
please.
though.
We're good on
You hear
Twitch?
me? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me save that and let me go back because oh my god. And
Check,
I
check,
set it to
check, check.
um like at 1:15 I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's weird. Oh my god. Don't give me this
It's
shit.
okay.
It's
It's
not okay.
okay.
It's not
It's
okay.
alright.
No.
I think you need one of
No.
these fidget thingies. A cube. A little cube.
How's that working for you?
It's
Was
good.
it everything that you dreamed of? And
Actually,
how was the
it could have
price?
been better. The price for this,
Mm-hmm.
they could have thrown in a little chain. The cubes, so it's a small little one instead of a medium one, instead of a bigger one. And it's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Like I like that stuff. Um, it has a key ring and it has a hook, but it doesn't have a chain to connect it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I had to
Ah,
buy some. I had to order some.
you ordered a chain?
So I had yeah.
Oh.
So for the, I think it came out to like $16. So for that price, they could have thrown in the freaking little keychain thingy. I
Okay,
mean,
wait,
it
wait,
is a
wait. What was
keychain.
$16? The chain was $16 on top of the 14?
No, 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 no. Hell no.
Well,
The chain was like the little chains that I bought were a set. It has a key ring and the chain and a hook, and all that was like $3.
okay.
But the cube with the hook and the ring were $14. But the size is good. I like the size. That's the size that I thought it would be, and I want it. But like I said, if they would have thrown in a little chain to connect it all, it would have been perfect.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I
So,
already know.
oh my
I already
God.
know.
You already know. You see it too?
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
predicted it.
I
I
didn't say
predicted it.
anything.
I know, but I
Oh,
predicted
wow.
you seeing it, and I was like, oh hell no.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Is it though?
Doesn't that? I, I'm confused now. What does that mean? Does it mean that we have to slow down, not be so quick?
What?
Does
I
it
don't.
mean that we need to slow down?
I think so. Um, I don't know. I always felt like I remember reading it that it was the other way around.
I did too. That's why I'm like confused about if we see it beforehand, are we supposed to slow down? Which kind of makes sense, right? A little.
Mhm.
If we see it too late, then we need to hurry up. I don't know, but the point is, you need to slow down, and I need to speed up. I think. I don't know. I don't know how much more slow I can be. I feel like a sloth.
You feel like a sloth?
Yeah, I feel like I move
That's
slow. I was
funny.
telling you this morning. I feel like I'm double my age.
Oh yeah, you was
Coming
telling me
to
that
a
shit. I was
slow
like,
start.
what are you talking about?
I'm coming to a grinding halt.
Mm,
But then I massaged myself, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I
mm,
felt better.
yes.
You want to you want to tell the people what you did this morning?
What did I do this morning?
I'm proud of you for doing it.
Yeah, tell him. Tell
No,
him. You.
you tell them.
You
You should
brought
be
it
proud of
up.
it.
What, that I went to the
You know
gym
what? Yeah.
and that I did
Well,
arm
you did at the
exercises and I was weak as fuck? Weak as hell?
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta look at it. The look at the bright side. You went and you picked up some weights.
Mm-hmm.
You and apparently you picked up some attitude in there too.
I what?
You picked up some attitude,
I
and
picked
I
up
got
some
you
attitude.
done. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Can you be clear as to what you're talking about, please?
I am clear. You sound annoyed.
When?
Okay, maybe right now you kind of feel annoyed. Are you annoyed?
No, I'm just trying to make sure that all of the streaming places are good.
Okay, Twitch is good. YouTube's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I'll check
Thank
Twitter
you. I
in
think
a
Twitter's
second.
good.
Okay. Then yeah, we're good,
And
baby.
what's the other
Relax.
place? I feel like there's
Chill.
another place.
Sorry. Facebook. Sorry. I was
Wow. Oh my
I was gonna
gosh.
I was gonna do the
Man, ladies
forbidden one.
ladies in the chat, man. Ladies in the chat. Are you checking right now?
Am I what?
Are you checking like other places right now or no?
Yeah, I checked Twitch and I checked YouTube.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about the
Do
noise.
I sound
You
do I
see?
sound annoying? That
You
one was
did right there, Vic.
intentional. That was
You're
intentional.
performing now.
I'm acting.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I need my coffee.
Yeah, sip your
Mhm.
coffee.
It's-
How do you feel after the gym?
I felt good. I was hoping to do more deliveries, but time was running out so that we can do the
Hmm.
show. So I just did one delivery and then I came back to the house. But yo, the GPS took me to like the wrong fucking neighborhood that I knew needed a fucking gate code. And so I hit up the chick like, hey, if there's a gate code, please let me know ASAP. Then she hits me back with that, oh, there's no gate code. And I'm like, bitch, I know this fucking area. There's a fucking gate code. And
Hmm.
when I got to the place, the address wasn't matching up. And I looked back at the map because I was like, it says that I'm not at the right place. So I re-upped the GPS and she was like half a mile back from where I was just at. So I literally like drove right past her house. So I don't know why the GPS threw me this other fucking address. So I had to whip it around and go back. And let me tell you something. And if you guys didn't know, I do like I have another podcast. It's called the Re-Up Podcast, and I kicked it on. It needs to be edited, but I'm not done. I'm not done with it yet because I'm gonna be going out later on this evening to do more deliveries. But in that episode, you're gonna hear me talk about what I'm gonna be saying to you guys right now. Yo, this it's like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even know if I would eat my lunch, my dinner, my breakfast with the food out on my porch smelling the way that it does. So let me tell you guys a horror story or continuous continuous activities, but there's just some people's porches that really 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 stink. And I'm talking like, it smells like piss, smells like shit, you smell vomit, you smell like their trash cans. um you don't know, like sometimes you smell like a dead animal. um and with the Arizona heat, the smell, it just amplifies the smell. And I just get worried about like your food is like kind of getting contaminated with this smell. But I dropped that lady Starbucks off and I was like like I was like, oh my god, and it smelled like cat piss, dog shit. Um there was
Mm.
like a garbage can like right next to her door, and it smelled like rotten meat or like rotten eggs or spoiled milk. And it's like, how can you have this shit like right next to your door? You know what I'm saying? But yo, you guys, uh, I mean, you can't tell people how to live, and it just takes me back to fucking hoarders. But yeah, that was just outside of her house. Like, seemed like something died underneath her stairs, and I was just like
Can I
trying to take
can
a
I point
picture.
something out?
What?
What? How much of that do you think is your spirituality, and you're just picking up things that maybe have happened?
when I
you know.
do deliveries, I'm like pretty much more modern. Like I have my
Mm,
spirituality turned off when I'm doing modern shit.
okay.
Why did you ask?
No, I was just thinking that maybe you were picking something up spiritually.
Mm-mm.
But then, okay, you're talking about people that obviously don't care about taking shits or piss or putting rotten stuff on their porch, yet you want them to care about their food not being contaminated. Same
I didn't
thing with
say want them
water.
to worry about it. Like I'm saying that I'm worried about them consuming shit like that.
Yeah, but they're not. That's why. That's what I was saying. Like, if they don't care about pissing and shitting on their porch, then why would they care if their food's
Mm,
contaminated? I don't think you should worry
well,
about them.
true. But when they put in the notes like, "Oh, go ahead and leave my food on top of the trash can," and I'm like, like they'd rather have their stuff on a trash can than have it like at a clear spot on the ground where it looks
Yeah.
clean. Like, and I'm just like, okay, whatever you say.
Yeah.
But man, that's just horrible. But I mean, like, okay, I guess. But I remember walking up to a house, and honestly, um, let's just say that my spiritual side was half and half. Like I was half modern, half spiritual when I delivered
Mhm.
this food, and at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I shit you not, I swear that I felt that there was a dead body, not because of the smell. Like it really smelled like a fucking corpse. I delivered to a house
Mhm.
that had no lights on. The yard was overgrown with weeds, and there was
Mhm.
no maintenance on the landscape. um it just stunk, like, and you had to walk like a couple feet from the road and you could smell it. um
Mhm.
and I felt like there was a dead body. Like I'm not, and this has nothing to do with the smell. This was like what I felt.
Yeah.
um And another indication that I think people like forget about, like, yes, here in Arizona, they still give out those little newspapers, like they throw them at your door or whatever. Um, there was like a pile of newspapers at the
Mhm.
street, in the yard, and a lot of newspapers at the door. So that's like kind of like another indication that, this homeowner isn't here. But I double checked to make sure that this was the house that I was supposed to deliver to. And it was. But I got scared as shit. This delivery was like one of my earlier deliveries where I never thought to like have a flashlight. Like this was way before I got my flashlight, my spotlight. I was
Mhm.
delivering in the dark with my phone. Um, but it just stunk really bad. Like there's just, when you're delivering to people's houses, like sometimes you have to go through a fucking obstacle course. Like you gotta hike
Mhm.
up like some unruly stairs, you gotta get through the gate if the gate will even open. And some people are like, "Oh, delivery in the back," and you gotta like jump over their Jeep and their awning, and you have
Yeah.
to crawl through barrels and shit just to fucking drop it. And then you do all that shit, and then they take your tip away. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like
Did
people
you
just
call?
live.
Well, you didn't call anyone, but what do you now, looking back at it now?
Would I have called
Yeah,
like
reported like the
authority?
smell.
Yes, I would, and I wish that I did.
Yeah.
But it was like they had neighbors, so and the neighbors were relatively close. Like, you know how close my neighbors are? They were like that close. So it's like,
Mhm.
you can't tell me that you guys don't smell this shit. So I guess I
Damn,
was
that's
leaving it
crazy.
up to the neighbors, unless the neighbors did it.
So, so you think like the let's just say let's make up our own little story. So you think the homeowner got killed and the person that killed him was in there ordering food?
I don't think a body would rot that quick though.
But it is Arizona and it's hot as shit, so it might decompose faster.
I was delivering in the fall.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, that was that, and yeah, I felt a dead body, but I didn't feel like a spirit. So that one was kind of, but see, here's another thing too that you have to think of. Sometimes negative energy, like negative spirits, they do smell.
Yeah.
They do smell. Like yeah, if you just smell like rotten eggs or something like that, and you, let's say like it's in your house and you know that there's no rotten food anywhere, you don't eat anywhere else other than in the kitchen or at the dining table, like, you know what I'm saying, like you just smell it
Yeah.
in a very unusual place, just all of a sudden, like that's also an indication of a bad spirit, like right in that particular spot. But
Mhm.
I don't think it was a spirit. Like I felt like it was like a body.
Mhm.
So yeah, that one was kind of weird. But I mean, you just never know if somebody like actually like did something. They probably did something like a couple days ago, and they're ordering food, like say they really live across the street, right? And they're just like, oh, I'm gonna have it delivered over there. And
Mhm.
then they're gonna drop it, and then I'll just run out there and like snag it and bring it back way over here. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's just, I don't know. I
I
think
have a
something a kid would do.
I have a unrelated question, but it kind of relates to it. So,
Oh, what is it?
you know how I changed my delivery spot from in front of the house to the back of the house?
Yes.
Do you think I should put numbers back here?
Duh.
Okay.
You're asking
Um,
a delivery
you
driver? Yes, you should. And you need to
remember
be more
how
specific. You need to say stuff like, like if there's a gate or not.
definitely.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
expect them to drop it off inside the gate. Like most of the time, I come out and greet them or whatever. But because they don't deliver at night over here, I wonder why. But
Yeah.
remember when we were doing deliveries and there was this one house that had numbers that lit up or not lit
Mhm.
up, but they shine with the light. Is that I think that's called 3M, right? But I don't know if that was
Mhm.
like if they put tape, 3M tape, like reflective tape,
Mhm.
or if that's the style of the numbers. But I kind of want something like that,
Mhm.
something reflective.
If you were to be like specific, like oh yeah, like there's gonna be like a red truck
What
out
if
in
the
the
red truck
back.
moves, babe?
Well, that's
What if the
why
red
like
truck?
you have to let them know, like, if you're watching them on a map or whatever, I would say call the driver or like text the driver and just be like, yeah, you're gonna, if you can bring it around the back, there's gonna be like this color vehicle back there. And you can, how you're asking me if or how you should tip the driver. If they follow
Yeah.
instructions, and yes, tip the driver. And if they're just gonna be complete assholes, like I don't have time for this shit. Oh, another thing that you could tell them that I would really appreciate if you said this to me, if you said it is easier and there is parking, because along the street
Mm.
that you live, there's no parking, babe. I
Yeah, I know.
wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I would park somewhere where like I would feel safe, my car being. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you were to get into the notes and be like, hey, like, you don't have to park on the busy street. You can just come around in the back. It's a lot more easier and safer. If you were to say something like that, they would be like, "Oh shit, fuck yeah!" Like, like you're hooking them up with, you know, like a place to
Where
park.
do I do that for Amazon?
You can
I
put
don't
it
know
in the
where I could put
notes.
notes. Where?
You know how it'll ask you like your address, and then it'll ask you like if you have like a gate code or like a lot number, like it'll ask you all of those things. I would say go into edit your address, and then
Oh,
yeah, I think it'll say like additional notes.
okay.
Yeah, because us drivers, like, we look for like easy and close and safe parking.
Mhm.
I mean, I done deliveries in your area, and oh my god, like I had to hike a couple places because I didn't trust my vehicle being on a busy street. Like I literally would walk. Like I would park far
Mhm.
away and I would just run because
Yeah.
I seen those cars parked up on the streets in Cali, and I'm just like, damn near every single car is like sideswiped and they just took off. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
that. I am like, I'll park a mile away and walk if it's a good ass fucking payout.
Yeah.
But
You know what happened the other day? Remember I was
what?
telling you I was waiting for a delivery.
Mhm.
It said, remember I told you I was waiting for a delivery. It told me the name of the driver. It said Anna, I think. Tell me why this big ass dude showed up and shit. I'm like, you don't look like no Anna. I got scared. I was like, shit.
Are you
Looking a little
serious?
rough. Yes.
I will hope he did not hijack her account. You know,
I don't
she,
know.
because remember how sometimes when I go online, it'll be like, oh, take a picture of yourself? Yeah, she
Oh
probably
yeah,
took a
yeah.
picture of herself and then let the dude do it.
I don't know because on the Walmart thing it doesn't show the driver's pictures to us, or at least to me. I don't know if it does to the Walmart corporation, but to me it doesn't show them. But it does say
Yeah.
the name. I see your driver Anna is arriving with your package, and I went out there and I was like, holy shit, looking a little rough there, Anna.
You know, my dad's name is Anderson, and there's a lot of my cousins that call him Ann.
Yeah, but isn't it like A-N?
Yeah. But
Well,
I
this one
mean,
say A-N-N-A.
no,
That's why I was like, okay, Anna.
like there's my great grandfather, his name was Shirley.
uh,
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Shirley, man. He'll whoop your ass if you talk shit on his name.
I surely hope I never run into him. Yes, I had to.
He's gonna whoop your ass now.
Sorry, sorry. Don't hurt me.
You're gonna start smelling rotten eggs pretty soon.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm not saying that he's a bad entity, but I mean,
I surely
shit.
hope not. Shit.
Oh my god, that's strike two.
No.
You're a dork.
It only took you a year to figure that out.
I mean, I've been knew it, but I just didn't want to say it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tone my performance down. I'm performing right now.
Oh, I knew it. So you want to tell everyone about
But what?
you want to tell everyone about what happened? What was it, yesterday or the day before?
Oh,
Where
yesterday, yeah.
was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. I was taking the trash out because it was a holiday, and usually here they don't pick up the trash if there's a holiday. They do it the day after, which I haven't heard them, so they're probably not even gonna come today. But I was getting the trash ready, and then I went outside to take it
I was
out.
gonna say something real quick.
Oh, yeah,
They're probably all hungover. They
all the
can't.
dirt
Yeah,
employees.
the trash guys. Yeah, they're probably all
Yeah.
hungover and can't smell can't smell the scent of garbage or the
Oh
vomit.
fuck, man.
Okay, go.
Damn, that's horrible. That is that. Yeah, that's what keeps me from drinking. Well, most of it,
Mm.
but yeah, I was outside taking the trash, and then my brother went out there, and because I guess he had taken out the bin, so I was taking collecting the trash, taking it out to the bin, then I was gonna take the bin out to the front, but I guess he had taken it, so I had the headphones in, so I couldn't hear him. Apparently, he was walking behind me, like telling me to give him the trash. And then I turned around and I saw him. He's like, "What the hell, man? I'm out chasing you." And then so I gave him the bags, and then he takes off, and I stay like a few seconds in the yard, and then next thing I know, I come to my door and it's locked, and I don't have my phone, I don't have my keys, I don't have shit with me except for my headphones. And I'm like, "What the hell? Did I lock the door?" And then I was like, "Damn, he locked me the fuck out." And yeah, I'm all. And then I whistle, right? I do that loud whistle, the shh or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's fireworks cracking. There's those Piccolo Pete's going, so they're loud too. And then so he couldn't hear me whistling. Now I'm like, "Run!" He can't. He still can't hear me because they got AC units on the. Every single window has an AC unit, so the windows are all closed. And I'm all like, "Red, red!" I'm all yelling and shit. And then he finally hears me after like I don't know 10 minutes of being out there, thinking, "How the hell am I gonna get back inside the house?" And then he comes running out. And he's like, "Oh shit, I locked you out." He goes, "I thought you were inside." I'm like, "No." All mad.
And I was telling Rob, I said, I said, was this you last night?
What?
Look at your screen, people.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that was me trying to get in the window. I was like, I can't reach. So now I
Oh
have to
my
prepare.
gosh. Say what?
I'm gonna have to prepare. I need to make a copy of my key and leave it somewhere outside.
Shout out to these raccoons and credit to the person that took the video.
That's mom and dad trying to get in the window too. They're always locking themselves
Yes.
out.
Yes. Oh my god. He's talking about my parents.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They locked my dad left the keys in the house and I wasn't here, and so they were trying to figure out how to get in. And so my bedroom window was open, and let's just say that yeah, like my dad actually broke a bookshelf that I made, and it's like right by the window. And yeah, this is them. Oh my gosh, that shit made me laugh when he was telling me. He's like, he's like,
The fireworks were not helping me. Any other time he would have heard me. He would have heard my whistle. Since there was those, the Piccolo Pete's, right? The ones that whistle all loud
yeah.
and then they pop. Yeah, there was a bunch of those. I'm like, shut up! I'm whistling here. It's an emergency.
Oh my gosh. Just real
Yeah.
quick, I know I said credit to the person that made this video, but this video is quite popular in the raccoon community. So I'm gonna post that person's IG and a couple other raccoon channels that I follow on IG. So I love raccoons. Raccoons make me happy. So I just wanted to say that. Just yeah, because a lot of people like they jack shit and they don't credit, like they don't drop a link or anything, and I don't want to be those people.
Yeah. But yeah, we both need to have a hidden key outside the house.
Yeah, I do too. I need one.
Well, that's why I said we both.
Yeah, and one for out home too. All the many locks because my dad is the key master. Mhm.
That's crazy.
So
You
now
guys
that
do
we're like 40 minutes in, do you think we should start the topic?
have. Yes, let's start the topic.
Okay, well, first, real quick, we were supposed to do this yesterday and we didn't get to do it, but yo, I would like for you guys to check out. Let's see if I can do this. What is this? Oh, it won't do it. Uh-oh.
Mm,
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we're well, do you want to say something about your Twitter?
yeah, don't follow me. Don't check me out.
Yeah, check out Rob on Twitter. He finally got yeah, he's been dropping shit and I just failed to drop his link in the description. But I made him a little banner.
Yes, please, thank you.
And he said rulers rule. So check out Rob's Just Thinking on X. It is x.com. ROBSJUSTHINKING. So check him out on
Yeah.
the twits.
Thank you for
Be a
blurring out
twit.
my face.
What?
Wait, it's X.
I said twit.
I said thank you for
Mhm.
blurring out my face so people don't recognize me. I don't want to be identified for when people cancel me.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop that. So yeah, check him out on Twitter. He does spaces. He does little notes, get you guys thinking, and yeah, apply it to your everyday. All right, so I'm gonna leave that up
Thank
there for
you.
you guys to jot down. Go to your ex and type in his shit and get uh get inspired. Check yourself.
Thank you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
everything you've done. But no, don't follow me. No, I'm
You
just
don't mean
kidding.
that shit. You don't mean that shit.
I kind of do though.
I know.
They're just gonna come check because it's not private. This is another account. It's not private. My original account is private, and I don't even use it. So
Yeah.
check me out on this one, I guess, if you want to.
Which means, yeah, check him out. You look cute,
I mean,
babe.
if you want to waste your time, yeah. Should I put that? Where could I put that?
What?
That video that you made. This.
Where could
Should I
you
put
put
it on
it?
the post? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
you can
cool. I
if you
like it.
want. I think
Do
I
I have
sent
the
it to
rights
you, but
to
you
use
probably lost it. I'll resend it to you again.
it? Yeah,
Mm.
all rights reserved.
What's that?
I don't know. Just talking shit.
Okay, well that's on that. And yeah, so um
So
okay,
you say you
so
read this article, right?
yeah, I read the article. I don't know if you can, but can you drop the link in the chat? That way people can read it and check it out for themselves. But I actually
Please.
found the video on TikTok, and that's what I want to share with you guys right now. And do you want to pull up your You want to pull up the YouTube, that way you can like listen to it, baby?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so I'm
have
gonna
it
play
over
the
here.
video, okay? And this one is what the hell is this chick called? What's our cast called? Oh my
Wait, what?
god, I'm really no.
What are you
No.
talking
What
about?
the hell did I name this episode? Oh,
Oh,
performative friendships. Oh my god. Plus online live. Oh my god. Yeah, just don't.
you drank too
Don't
much
give me
coffee
shit
today,
about it.
babe.
I haven't drank the whole thing yet. I still got it over here. But yeah, it's
Yesterday you
on.
were all jittery.
Am I jittery? Am I
Yesterday you
jittery?
were.
Was I?
Yeah, you were telling me
I
you were shaking and I'm like, I don't feel good right now. I'm like, stop drinking so much coffee. You're like, yeah, I did drink a lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I'm fine. I'm fine today, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, this performative friendships plus online life. I first came across the article which Rob just dropped in the chat. And it is about a TikTok influencer. She's a psychologist from the UK, I think. And in the article it was like just, paraphrasing, like, about like social media and how people are displaying their friendships and how close everybody or how they are with each other, and just kind of making people feel like that they're shitty friends, right? So I'm gonna play the video on TikTok, and let's see, I would like to drop the link to the TikTok, but I'll go ahead and put it in the description. That way you guys can check it out for yourselves. But um yeah, here we go. Come on now.
Social media culture has increased what I call performative displays of friendship. So this is where people are encouraged to post images of things that they'll hashtag as friendship goals or my BFF, or things that are essentially aspirational images of friendship. And for some people, this can really evoke jealousy. If they see that, for example, the person they thought was their special friend is out with somebody else, and all of a sudden they feel excluded. And actually, this might encourage that excluded friend to feel more pressure to protect their friendship with the other. So maybe they become more needy as a result. Towards that friend, they might also start to feel, well, now I feel pressured in order to create images or create an aspirational online life that appears to be friendship goals or BFF. So maybe I'm now going to book that trip away. I'm going to buy my friend a present. I'm going to make sure that I do things that are displaying friendship, that I can actually post on social media, so I can show that to other people. And this might actually extend to overextending yourself, so time-wise and even financially. So those lavish girls' weekends away or hen dos, and actually that financial and time overspend, if we want to call it that, can actually start taking a toll on people's mental health. And I've seen that within my clinic room, that people are actually feeling an anxious internal monologue of, well, if I don't do this, people won't think I'm a good friend. In my experience, people are no longer enjoying easy day-to-day interactions with others. They're pressured into having this hashtag friendship goals type of relationship. And studies have recently shown that increased happiness is actually positively correlated with just day-to-day enjoyable interactions, and multiple of them. So easygoing, the chat with the barista, the chat with the guy that serves you the train tickets, smiling at somebody on the street. The more we increase those interactions is more beneficial on our overall happiness in life than these multiple intense deep connections that people are striving for when we say, hashtag friendship goals, people can feel a real pressure to actually start living a life that on a small Instagram square looks perfect, but all the social anxiety and stress that's gone behind that, the financial overload that's gone behind that, is actually really starting to burn people out. So we need to start encouraging people to step away from the social media screen and just live your life. Look for those ways, as I say, to have happy, easygoing, just easy chat with people, and actually look at the world around you rather than the world on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, babe, for posting that video link in the chat. And yeah, it'll be in the description as well. So were you able to hear everything, babe?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. So
Anything
it
that
sounds like a
that
lot
stuck
of
out to you?
FOMO. I mean, it's gonna be unpopular, so I don't know if I should actually say what I'm thinking, but I know that FOMO is a real thing. I know that
Well, what is that for those that don't know? Cause I don't know. I
Fo-
didn't know what that term meant.
FOMO means fear of missing out. So like
Oh.
seeing your friends being out with other people, and it's like, oh, I didn't even get an invite. Like they had a good time and I wasn't there. Like they're having fun without me. That type of stuff. Like you're just um not part of it, I guess. So it's like, and then you start that what she was talking about, the inner dialogue, like, am I not good enough and stuff like that. But in my opinion, that's that goes deeper. That goes into like neglect, and maybe there was something in your childhood that you felt neglected by your family or whatever, right? Because it's not just your friends. Maybe you
Mhm.
feel like you're not part of a clique or something, and you're still carrying that with you. And I don't know
Mhm.
if this is social media doing to people, or it's just bringing it out more. If it's already there, you just see it more. Like I don't know anybody that does that. I don't know anybody that looks at someone, even like their own circle, and they're like, oh shit, they went out without me. They don't care about me. All that stuff. I don't know anybody with that mindset that I know of. Nobody tells me about it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's missing out. Oh shit. I don't know. I know the whole performance thing. I didn't even see that right, did I?
Performative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performative
Mhm.
part of like friendship and stuff. Yeah, some people they just want to be part of this performance, I guess, or like everything's good and our friendship is good and everything's just hunky dory and stuff. And it's like, are you guys really even friends? Are you guys even real people?
Mhm.
I think I heard a term recently. I don't want to go too far off on this, but I didn't even know it was a thing, and I don't know if it's always been a thing or people are just trying to make it a thing. But false positivity, and I think because I think not that I'm trying to fake positivity, I'm just trying to see the positive in everything, even in negative situations. But they're saying that that's false positivity, and that you should just allow yourself to feel the negative parts. Which
I'm still
I'm
trying
not
to teach
saying,
him that and he don't get it. So I'm like,
but
babe, just let me be mad. But go ahead, baby.
I no, like I understand the whole allowing yourself to feel those negative feelings, but don't like sit there and stay there. Don't dwell in the negativity because that's not gonna help you. That's
Mhm.
staying there is never gonna help you. You're never gonna grow out of that. So, like I'm not saying don't don't look at it and don't feel it. I'm just saying don't stay there. So
Mhm.
when I go through something negative, yeah, I allow myself to sit in it and I guess learn from it. Like, why did this happen? What can I learn so that it doesn't happen again? or how could I have done something different or prevented it if possible. If not, then okay, cool. It's time to let it go, and it's time to look at the positive in it or the silver lining and be like, okay, it could have been worse, or other people have it worse. And I know that they say it's not cool to, or not, you shouldn't be comparing traumas or situations with other people, like saying, oh, mine wasn't bad enough or it wasn't that bad. But, and I'm not saying everybody has to do this, but that's just what works for me. But that doesn't mean that I don't feel the negative stuff or that I don't allow myself to feel it. I do, I just don't stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And with you, like when I tell you don't be so mad or don't stay mad, and I'm not telling you not to be mad. Of course, feel whatever you're feeling, but
Sometimes
that's
it's
don't.
hard to even like listen to that, because I mean, even though it's you telling me, like, yeah, I'm not really gonna bite your head off because, I respect you as a healer, so that's pretty much what stops me from like biting your head off, honestly.
Well, can we can we get into that though? Like, can we talk about that incident?
What incident?
You're like, which one?
Yeah.
That one that happened after the brakes got messed up on the car.
Okay, yeah, we can go into it.
Okay, so when the car's brakes got messed up, it was kind of like one thing led to another, and there were things that were just kind of piling on to that. So of course, Ari got mad, or I think it was more frustration turned into anger, right? But then in the moment, the way that you were driving and the way that you were being, I was like, this can end bad, especially the way you were driving the car without brakes, pretty much. I was like, yeah, this isn't good. And in the moment, I'm thinking like this could end bad. And for that was for me. For you, you were like at some point, you weren't even there. So if something bad could have happened or would have happened, it's like it could have all been preventable by just okay, be mad, be in the moment, be frustrated, but let it go because you can make it worse, and it could have ended bad. I was scared, but I was like, I have to let you be mad. But when I did speak up, and you were like, "That's just how I'm driving right now," and you were pissed, and I was like, "Okay, but this can end bad." So it's like one bad thing could lead to something worse because you're so in the moment. So for me, when you get, and not just you, other people too, like when they're so pissed off that they can't see outside of the anger, it's like they don't care in the moment what else happens, and that's how things do go from bad to worse. I'm not saying with you. I'm saying because I've seen it happen before, where it was like, okay, one bad thing led to something way worse because they were too stuck in the moment or too focused on their anger. So sometimes when I tell you stuff or when I try and get you out of that anger, it's not because oh you should just get over it, but it's like, dude, can you even see straight? Do you even know what's going on? Because I didn't even know that you had blacked out pretty much. That you were like, I was so pissed off, I didn't even see you in the car. And I'm like, hanging out for dear life and shit, scared. And I'm like, how the hell do you not see me in the car? Like, how do you forget that I'm there?
Mm-hmm.
Care to answer?
Yeah, I'm really good at like snapping, and I do allow my anger to take over because that is the majority of my ability, my spiritual abilities. Um and for me, in my mind, like the way that I'm driving, or just even if it were you driving that recklessly, and you being, mad or whatever, to me, I don't. it's really stupid of me right now if I were to say, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, really, it's not a big deal because I think it's just the experiences that I've had of being in so many car accidents. You know, I've felt physical pain. You know, I've been through the financial crisis even of having to you know, get rid of a vehicle, you know, dealing with the insurances, you know, the financial losses, you know, you just lost a vehicle, you know. So for me it's like, you know what, if it's happening, if it's gonna happen, or if I get hurt, or if this, if that, it's like, so the fuck what, you know, like I'm mad right now. And if I get into a wreck, or if I break my hip, or if I lose out on a vehicle and it's costing me more money to get another vehicle, for me, I'm like, so the fuck what? You know, like it's I it probably don't make sense, but like when you're in a moment and if somebody's telling you like, oh, you're gonna fuck up the car even more, and it's like, well, I'm not happy with this fucking vehicle anyway, so I'm not losing anything, you know. Or it's like, oh, I've been in so many fucking car accidents, so the fuck what, what's another fucking car accident? Like, I still have the rest of my life to go through more car accidents. What's this one, you know? And it is a very reckless way to think, a reckless response, but for me at that moment, I really don't give a fuck. And when you have someone trying to like slow you down, it's like, don't get in my way. Because, you know, and I've talked about this before, that I've actually hurt people like physically without touching them. And for me, it's like, don't say anything to me. Don't touch me. Like, don't get in my view. You know, like, don't speak to me. You know, and it does, like when shit stupid things get in the way, especially modern things, when they get in the way or in my way, it's like you know, like it's like my it's like I've compressed so much of my spirituality because of the modern side of my life. You're compressing it, and one modern thing will make me explode and do fucked up things in a spiritual way. So that's why to me it's like, I know other females, modern females, they're just like, oh my god, don't touch me, don't talk to me, like, you know, like they're like, that's different. Like, yeah, they may claw your eyes out or something, you know, and it's all a domestic violence kind of thing. But it's like with me, it's like literally like, don't say anything to me, because this is where I'm at. If I'm gonna fuck up my vehicle even more, so what? It's materialistic shit that can be replaced. I don't care. And I know, uh, especially like, you know, because we're in a modern vehicle, modern shit's happening, you know, modern money, whatever. It would be like, yeah, but you don't have money to fix it. And to me, it's like, so what? I already fucking got no money. You know, like you can't get more money out of me, money that I don't even have. So like to me, it really, it does nothing for me. Like when someone says, it, not just you, but like anybody, like when they try to talk reason to me, it's like, right now is not the fucking time. You know, and that's just me. Like, I'm a very angry person. Like, yeah, people tell me that, like, oh, Adi, you're so happy, you're so positive, you're so funny, and oh, you're such a joy to be around, and you know, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you have a beautiful soul. And it's like, I don't even know if that's real or not. Like, you know, I, yeah, like when I'm doing a podcast, I'm happy. When I'm doing
Yeah.
deliveries and I'm making, you know, decent money, yes, I'm happy. If I'm having no problems with gate codes and fucking construction zones and school zones and all these other things that make me enjoy and make the delivery smooth, I'm gonna have no fucking problem. And yes, I am gonna be happy. But one fucking thing could be out of place. I snap just like that. I do. I do snap. And everybody just has to let me. And if you can't see it, can't be around it, well then get the fuck away from me then. Because I have to feel it. If I don't feel it, if I don't sit in it, and if I don't reason with my own self, because it for me, I'm the only one that knows what I'm going through and what I'm feeling. So for me, it's easier to have those conversations with myself, because modern people, they can't have those conversations with themselves. That's why they continue to keep doing dirt and not change, not improve, not recognize, not take accountability. I do those things. And when you said like, oh, I kind of felt this was going to happen, and see, all of what you were feeling was spiritual, right? And I told Rob that I said, babe, if you had told me before we even left the house that you felt something spiritual, like like something was gonna happen in modern, but it came to you as a prediction in spirituality that something was gonna happen, I would have chilled the fuck down on my driving. And I'm not blaming him that, like, oh, he should have said something. It was all him. I can't say that. That's a modern way of accusing somebody. But I did tell him, like, babe, you should have told me. I wouldn't have gotten that angry. I would have taken it easy on the road. I wouldn't have gotten so mad that if it did happen, I would have been like, oh shit, you just said that this morning and here it is. And I'd be like, okay, shit, we're going to cancel this delivery. We're going to return the packages and let's just go home and we'll deal with this on Monday. It's Saturday. I'm going to take Sunday off. And I'm not going to stress about this shit until Monday. That's how I know it would have went. Because when things just pop up on me all of a sudden, I can't deal with that shit. I don't like it. I don't like rushing. I don't like things just thrown in my face all of a sudden, especially when it comes to responsibilities that I don't understand completely, but you're telling me and you're obligating me that I have to do it, and it has to be done by 5:00. Fuck you. I'm not doing it. This was short notice, and I just don't do well with it. I know myself. And poor Rob, I tell him these things, and he's witnessing this, like, just, it's like, yeah, like, we're married. We've been married a little over a year, or been together not quite a year yet, but we're so, like, we're
Excuse
still
me?
learning. Huh?
What do you mean we haven't been married a year?
Oh shit, sorry, babe. I was thinking about,
What?
yeah, no, I was thinking about
Now
our
I'm mad.
no. I'm thinking of Sila Hoya's birthday.
Yeah.
I'm getting the dates mixed up. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I know. It's okay.
There's people out there.
Yeah. Oh, see, but if I was an angry woman, then I'd be like, I need to sit in this anger. You got our anniversary wrong.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I would have
It's
been like,
okay.
okay, we're going to cut this bitch off.
It's
but
okay.
it's like we're getting to know each other, and especially like with my anger. Rob, it takes a lot for him to get mad. And to me, it kind of frustrates me, because for me, it's like I see things, let's say, like, around him and in his life, and I'm just like, why can't you just fucking just like say, like, fuck everything, fuck everybody. But for
Yeah.
him, he's just not like that. For me, it's like, nah, fuck
What does
that.
that give me, though?
Hmm.
What does that give me, though? If I was to say fuck everything and fuck everyone, what does that give me? Because they're not going to change. It's going to change
Right.
me. I'm going to become bitter. I'm going to become angry all the time. For what?
That's why for me, again, like I'm only speaking for myself, is
Mhm.
I get rid of the things that bring me stress and they don't bring me any peace. They don't do nothing for me. There's no understanding. There's no like sharing. There's no like help take the load off. Like there's no volunteering. Like there's no being thoughtful. Like there's no like them taking accountability or responsibility. So for me it's like, all right, I'm gonna remove these things or these people, or I'm gonna remove myself because I'm not gonna stress about this shit anymore. See,
Yep.
like that's what my anger does for me. It makes me recognize a lot of truth because people can't argue with the truth, even if it sounds angry, even if it sounds like, I'm just pissed off. Like I'm not pissed off just to be pissed off. I have reasons to be pissed off. and
Yeah.
and it's valid, and they can't argue with that. So for me, like I just remove myself. Like I'm really good at that. Like if someone fucks around with me, then it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. Like I've been abused before, and I stuck with that abuse, and I'm not gonna do that shit anymore.
So bringing it all the way back to the first part of
Mhm.
where this conversation started,
Okay.
with you saying that I don't get angry. So do you think it's like fake positivity? Like I just see the positive in everything because I'm trying to convince myself, or is it because that's how I actually see things?
Um, Not just how you see things, but things just work out that way. Because I know there was a time where you felt like I was a yo-yo. Because remember when I said that I forgot what we were fighting about or what I got mad
Oh
about.
shit.
Where I'm just I'm gonna step lightly, but
Mhm.
like I hurt you, and
Mhm.
I came to you and I said, babe, I'm sorry. I got mad the wrong way. I got mad because of this and I took it out on you. I'm sorry. And I remember I said to you that or no, you said that you accepted my apology, but you said it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
And then I got butthurt about that because for me, like I said, I can see the bright side of things. But for me, being an angry person, yeah, I do find problems to solutions. And I've said that about everybody. Like you can't be positive with somebody that finds problems to solutions. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at shitting and raining on my own parade. I know how to do
Mhm.
that very well. Only because I seen it done so many times to everybody else. I don't do it intentionally on myself. I'm just being real with myself. Like
Mhm.
it's one of those you experience things, and whether they come out good or bad, you expect the bad, but you know how to celebrate the working out, like the success.
Mhm.
I know how to do both. But for me, to save myself the anger, I guess, I will put myself in a shitstorm. Because for me, I'm not speaking on everyone else. For me, it's like I always go through stormy seasons before before I receive a good day. That's just how it's always been for me. And I've accepted that. So when when I got pissed off about, I think it was about bills or something, and I got pissed off because I knew that I work hard and I'm not seeing the royalties. Like I'm
Mhm.
not like I'm not even getting myself out of the hole. So I kind of took it out on Rob a little bit, and I told him, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then I went to that, oh, but it's okay. I know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, okay? And then he was like, I accept your apology, but it's not okay. And I knew what he meant. Like, I know it's gonna be okay, but he had no idea why I'm saying that it's okay, and that had to be explained to him as far as like what I saw was gonna be okay. And when he said no, it's not okay, it was because no, it's not okay that you took it out on me.
Yeah.
And I told him that I'm sorry, I'll watch my ass next time. But as I'm doing that, you have to please understand that when I get in these moments, I'm really just trying to figure it out. So these are the hard conversations that Rob and I have. These are the conversations that it's not that we don't want to talk about, or we don't want to portray, like, that, oh, we don't ever fight, like we don't ever argue, like, yeah, we do, and it just depends, not how bad it is, because with us it's not a modern relationship. With us, our our bad comes from, is this a modern fight or is this a spiritual fight?
Hmm.
And I can tell you, I could throw away both, because a modern fight is not that serious, only if it's my problem, because I live more modern than he does. He's more spiritual than I am, because I have more responsibilities, modern responsibilities, than he does. So when we fight about modern shit, I know that shit's coming from me. I already know that off the top, and I own it. He understands that. And yeah, he tries to help me out, but because he's not here with me physically, just talking with him and having him on the phone with me in a modern conversation, but the spiritual connection, that's what keeps me, I guess, in line, in a
Hmm.
modern way. If it's a spiritual fight, for me, I know sometimes he gets like, like, what do you mean when you say brainwash? For me, I'm really good at letting shit go spiritually, because in the spiritual in my spiritual place, I have I book certain things in certain places, and I just keep it there. I don't have to look back on that unless it comes up again. But brainwashing myself, it's like, you know what? Spiritually, there is more love, more connection, more everything else, that any fight in spirituality and modern, it don't mean anything, because we know, or I know, that the love that we have, and the communication, the friendship, the intimacy, everything, even down to the prayers, the meditations, the herbs, the smoke, the fire, like all of these things, these entities, the energies shared between us, is always gonna be a lot more stronger than all the stupid petty shit that we think is a problem. It really isn't.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
think
I kind of took
in
off
a
with that.
modern what?
I said I'm sorry. I just took off with that.
No, it's okay. I think in a modern, I don't want to say a modern fight, but a modern disagreement, I guess, or even when you're going through stuff. My I guess my default is always trying to help. I always try and find a solution to the issue. So I think, and I don't know if you and I talked about this before, where I just have, like, you know how you say you have to sit in it, and for me it's like, okay, well, let me find the solution for it, and you're like, no, it's okay, I'm gonna let it go. I just gotta deal with it right now. I'm gonna let it go, but and I'm like, but you don't have to let it go, and there's a solution for that. And you're just like, no, I want to do it my way, which is fine. But it's for me, it's finding, like, I guess, knowing when you want me to help you find the solution and when you just want me to be there. I think that's part of the reason why, like, I don't like, maybe this is from my childhood, I don't know. I don't like anger when it's explosive anger. Like, and I'm not saying that you do this, but like slamming doors and like throwing shit and or slamming cabinets and all that stuff just because somebody's angry. I don't like that because to me it's like, um if I was in front of your face, I would be taking those hits. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're gonna
and
feel
I
like
think,
it's directed towards you.
yeah, and it's like, you know what? I think I would rather you hit me than be throwing shit. Because I know once you hit me, it'll be over. I don't know how long this anger is gonna last. I know it doesn't make any sense, but growing up, that was part of my childhood. You know, getting
Mm-hmm.
hit was a normal thing. So now it's like, dude, just get it over with. Just fucking hit me so that your anger can go away. Let's just fix it. And it's like, it's not even towards you. Like, calm down. It's not even about me. So I'm trying to find a way to help you so that you're not angry. And for you, it's like, I just need to sit in the anger. And again, I'm not saying that that's how you react, but
Mm-hmm.
that one time it was, I was going to say it was in a violent manner, but it wasn't like a physical one towards me. It was towards the car. And it was like, you're going to take a problem, an easy fixable problem, and make it worse. And I didn't know what I guess I should have done. That's why I was like, when we did talk about it, I was like, okay, it's okay, but it's not okay. Like, I accept your apology for how things went down, but it's not okay because I was there. And in the moment, I didn't even know that you couldn't see me, that you were so deep in your anger that, or frustration, that you didn't, like, me being there was not in your line of vision. And I was like, that's some scary shit because anything could have happened. And like you said that you've been in car accidents, so you know what to expect and stuff. Yeah, you're in control. You're the one that's driving. But in my case, I've been in accidents too where it's um pretty fucking bad and it's been out of my control. So it kind of did kind of bring up that old trauma, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, shit. I don't like. I'm glad it didn't go. It didn't get worse, but at the same time, it could have, and it's kind of scary to know that neither one of us were in control. But that's the reason. And I know when you talk about brainwashing and stuff, I don't know how to do that. I don't even know if I want to do that because I like learning from bad things. So in those times where it's been a bad situation, I want to learn from it and not let it happen again.
Well, you know how
And I
you do
think it
that?
how.
Monitors. You put that memory or that specific thing and you put it in a monitor or whatever you have. You put it in there and then you lock it away. You pray to it, you pray about it, and you let it go. And
Mm,
that's when you can start the brainwashing process on yourself. Because for me, I'm not going to hang on to it, because when you hang on to it, you're hanging on to it in a modern way. See,
yeah.
that's why for me, I continuously brainwash myself.
Well, I
But
think if
see,
we were
to
just modern people, I'm sorry, go
right,
ahead.
right. That's why for me, like, yeah, I'm very much modern, but when it comes to things that I know could hurt me and keep me down, like, as I'm going on in a modern life, I'm never gonna it's never gonna leave from me. That's how people stay and keep in these traumas. They can't ever get themselves out of it because they don't know what to do with that trauma. Someone has to tell them or show them how to do it. That's
Mm,
why for me, it's like, no one taught me that either, but being a spiritual person and having guides and, entities, good and bad, show me and tell me how to do stuff. And it's like, okay, well, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this trauma of, like when I was, when I was SA'd, right? Um,
Hmm.
it's like I did not want that to identify me growing up. I didn't want that to fuck with me, like wanting to get married and having children. Um like, oh, this was done to me because I was bad, or this was done to me because, I didn't know anything. So growing up, it was like, okay, now I know what this is, because I learned that it was something else. But turns out that it wasn't, that it was actually abuse. So after knowing what that was, yeah, I was traumatized, whatever. I was scared to listen to Two Life Crew, and I had no fucking idea what Two Life Crew was actually rapping about. And here I'm like, yeah, bumping it in my cassette tape player in elementary school, like not fucking knowing. And when I finally figured out what it was in high school, I was like, okay, like, I don't have to be scared of girls. I don't have to be scared of boys. But this is bad. Music was my safe place. This is all I want to do. And I'm going to do my art, and I'm going to put this, like, I'm still very young for it. So I'm going to put this over here, and I don't have to face it if I don't want to yet, because I'm still very, very young. And in my mid 20s, when it came to me, it was like, oh my gosh, this is all of a sudden, I haven't even pulled this out of my monitor to even think about it, or like talk to myself about it. And it was happening, and I was scared, and it was like I had to talk to myself and be like, you know what, it's okay. The person is, kind, gentle, patient, and you're not a kid anymore. You are of age. This is your choice. You have control. This isn't the same thing. So it was something that I had to do very, very quickly. I was very, very scared. It wasn't something that I was proud of. So even I had to talk to myself after that. But see, people can't do that. That's why people stay in these in their traumas. So yeah, you want to learn from something, right? Because you just said that, like, you want to learn from the bad stuff. Okay, you can learn from it, but you want to take that experience of that bad thing, whatever it is. Don't keep it applied to what's going on in your life now, because in some way you're taking it with you in your active day. Yeah, when you put it in your monitor and you go on about life, you're, yeah, in some ways you're taking it with you, but that's still way back there. You're not living back there anymore. You're way up
Hmm.
here. So why are you still hurt from it? If you're still hurt from it, let's say a relationship, then maybe you shouldn't be dating. See, that's why people, they just think that, like, oh, I'm gonna get over someone by getting under someone. You talked about that the other day or
Hmm.
yesterday. But see, some people can do it, some people can't. They try it, but they don't succeed. But it's like, okay, maybe you need to see a therapist, or you can really have a heart to heart with yourself. And when I say heart to heart, you're looking at yourself. You're able to look at yourself dead in the face, and you're like, this isn't who you are. Everybody wants to say, like, oh my god, like, I'm like so over my whole phase. I don't think you are. Oh well, yes I am. Nuh-uh, because look at how you said it. Oh my god, I'm like so over like my whole life. And it's like you're glorifying yourself that you even had a whole life. So bitch, you're not done. So that's why it's like you can't listen to yourself like that. You know you can't talk to yourself. You know you're fake. You're as fake as they come, and you fucking know it. But you you got to you got to learn to face yourself, be real with yourself, and you got to talk about everything, because you're not going to know who you are. You don't know yourself, and how you expect to get over it. And people want to say like, oh, like psychiatrists are expensive. Well, let me tell you something. You're not going to get it from TikTok. You're not going to get it from YouTube. They go on and on and on about things, like just like how I'm going on and on and on. I can, it's either going to be me or them, but I'm telling you all that if you're just open, just a little bit to spirituality, and you pick little things from this video, from this podcast, from that TikTok, you take these little things, right? And if you analyze everything, you'll start to figure out how you work, how you operate. And it's more than just like, oh, protect your peace. Everybody fucking says that. And these are the same people that still aren't out of it. Okay, so tell me how to protect your peace. Because everybody, they're talking about how they protect their peace. Your peace may be different. I know what brings me peace. Do you know?
I know. Oh, you weren't talking to me though.
Yeah, people gotta find passion, because everybody's just going on social media in their everyday life, just floating and just expecting things to just fall in their lap. Yeah, it happens for some people. I mean, you see it all the time. People that got no fucking talent, they're trying to dance like a trending dance step with two left feet, and just because they fuck up and they fall flat on their face, they're famous because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened. Their video just happened to go viral, but it's like, how are you gonna maintain those numbers unless you just become the clumsy ass, stupid ass TikTok influencer? Like, and you carry that title with you for the rest of your life, and guess what? You have to maintain that clumsiness on TikTok if you want to keep that TikTok paycheck. That must be tiring. But some people are okay with that. Why? Because it's easy. But come back 6 months from now and let's see how easy it is for you to maintain those millions. Because if people are smart enough, they're gonna go back on their shit and be like, "Why the fuck am I following this dumbass anyway? Like, when, like this dude needs fucking physical therapy. Dude can't even walk right. Like, and that shit's not funny anymore."
Yeah. Mainly because I'm sure that there's gonna be another 1,000 other clumsy people out there.
It's the algorithm that we're talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
It's what's trending. Like, people done played out the Dr. Dre, and what did Snoop Dogg say? Where he was just like, quit sea walking if you're not a gangbanger. And you see these
Yeah.
little kids sea walking in
Mhm.
TikToks. And it's like, man, and I hate to say it, but like, back in the day, you get eliminated for doing that.
Mhm.
And here people they just don't give a fuck, because they think that no one's gonna do anything. But if you step in the wrong neighborhood taking those steps, man, you're done.
Mhm.
But I know we went into like way other stuff, because we
Yeah, I
were
don't know
talking
where we are.
about friendships, and like now We're talking about toddlers sea walking on TikTok. Hmm.
I need therapy now.
No, you don't.
I probably do need therapy.
Well, let me tell you something. There was a time I did go to a therapist, and I was surprised. The only thing though was, when you're signing documentations of allowing someone to, like, fish shit out of your brain, out of your mind, to talk about, you actually have to sign like an agreement that you have to follow doctor's orders if they declare you uh like clinically insane.
Mm.
Like, if because you and I, we see spirits, right? We hear entities talking to us, yeah, kind of like the sixth sense, like I see dead people kind of shit. If you were to
Yeah.
tell your doctor or sign that agreement, or if you admit and say and confess that you see entities, you just consented that they could lock your ass up. So I had to
Yeah.
be careful,
That's
signing
why I
those
don't go to
documents.
therapy.
Right. But I still was very impressed on what this lady said to me. And, I've done a lot of things in my life. I tried a lot of things. I went a lot of places, met a lot of people. And she discovered that my most biggest joys in my life was that I was a construction worker. And she noticed that when I talked about it, and I didn't even know this, like, she was like, have you ever noticed that, like, when you talk about construction, you just light up? Like,
Mm.
you're just, like, so happy, like you're reminiscing, like you're telling me things that happened to you on the job. Um, and you seemed really, really sad when you said that you had to quit because you were being, your boss was sexist and, being mean to you
Mm.
and stuff. And I was like, holy shit. Like, so, even though this healer, because I do look at, people that have degrees and have offices and the golden plate on their door, I do look at them as healers. That's what they are. Um, a modern healer, I was very impressed because I was like, oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say that I was a stupid ass, I gotta get over it, or, whatever. But it was like, yeah, that was one of my happiest times. Like, like, as soon as I got to the construction site, I was the first one on the scaffold. I was the first one on the ladder. I was a foreman, so I was telling, you know, everybody what to do. I was checking everybody's work, and I was just in there. I was in the paint, I was in the drywall, I was in the plaster. Like, I was happy.
Mm.
And now that I have this back injury, it fucking sucks because, climbing up 3 flights of stairs to drop somebody's shitty Popeye's order off at their fucking front door because they're too fucking lazy to come downstairs. Yes, it is my job to bring it to the door, but damn, it's like, fuck, like, I'm so fucking out of shape. I'm so tired, like my back hurts, like, and I only took, like, a couple steps and I'm just winded. And I started to miss who I was back then. No, and what hurts is that knowing that I will never be that person again. That's what sucks. And if you're at that point in your life, you just got to find another avenue. That's where I'm telling you guys, don't give up. Figure out what the hell is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you're getting someone else's it's just someone's opinion or perspective. And if something rubs you the wrong way of something that they said, take that as truth. Don't run away from it. You fucking face it. If someone's telling you, like, "Oh, I think you're a piece of shit because of this." Don't get mad at them. Just be like, "Oh, well, okay, why am I mad? Am I mad because I feel like they're talking shit? Or am I mad because I know there's a lick of truth in that?"
Yeah. The
Oh,
truth
maybe I
hurts.
need to change. I should change. Or you know what? You're not the only one that said that to me. My mom's been saying that to me forever. Well, you know what? You should probably listen to your mom.
Yeah. Whatever.
No, I just
You're
take
sipping
off
your
with it.
coffee. Slurp, slurp.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just it's all of these things, like okay, like for instance, right? So we were talking about the like the friendship thing, right? And I wrote something on here. It may have nothing to do with what the original topic was supposed to be, but remember how I told you guys I'm really good at being negative, right? So you guys heard the video, okay? Let me play the video again because, just in case. I'm going to play the video again and I'm going to respond to it but in a negative way because I'm just cool like that. So, let's bring this back up. Now listen up.
Social media culture has increased what I call performative displays of friendship. So this is where people are encouraged to post images of things that they'll hashtag as friendship goals or my BFF or things that are essentially aspirational images of friendship. And for some people, this can really evoke jealousy. If they see that, for example, the person they thought was their special friend is out with somebody else, and all of a sudden they feel excluded. And actually, this might encourage that excluded friend to feel more pressure to protect their friendship with the other. So maybe they become more needy as a result. Towards that friend, they might also start to feel, well, now I feel pressured in order to create images or create an aspirational online life that appears to be friendship goals or BFF. So maybe I'm now going to book that trip away. I'm going to buy my friend a present. I'm going to make sure that I do things that are displaying friendship, that I can actually post on social media so I can show that to other people. And this might actually extend to overextending yourself, so time-wise and even financially. So those lavish girls' weekends away or hen dos, and actually that financial and time overspend, if we want to call it that, can actually start taking a toll on people's mental health. And I've seen that within my clinic room, that people are actually feeling an anxious internal monologue of, well, if I don't do this, people won't think I'm a good friend. In my experience, people are no longer enjoying easy day-to-day interactions with others. They're pressured into having this hashtag friendship goals type of relationship. And studies have recently shown that increased happiness is actually positively correlated with just day-to-day enjoyable interactions, and multiple of them. So easygoing, the chat with the barista, the chat with the guy that serves you the train tickets, smiling at somebody on the street. The more we increase those interactions is more beneficial on our overall happiness in life than these multiple intense deep connections that people are striving for when we say, hashtag friendship goals. People can feel a real pressure to actually start living a life that on a small Instagram square looks perfect, but all the social anxiety and stress that's gone behind that, the financial overload that's gone behind that, is actually really starting to burn people out. So we need to start encouraging people to step away from the social media screen and just live your life. Look for those ways, as I say, to have happy, easygoing, just easy chat with people, and actually look at the world around you rather than the world on your phone.
Okay. Just Rob says that he's going to have to go in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Actually, I
sound
should probably.
sad.
Well, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I know. Well, you trying to leave right now? Like right now?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So you could get into it. Be negative all on your own.
Yay!
Oh, that's another point I was gonna make earlier. Um,
What?
I know that some people, not you. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm asking when you're in that anger. Would you rather be alone?
Yes and no.
See, either way, I'm not gonna be right because if I leave so that you could be freely angry, then it's like I abandoned you when you were pissed, and now you're gonna be
Oh.
pissed about me abandoning you.
Well, I don't have abandonment issues, but I think it just depends on the situation. Because I could be
Okay.
pissed and still want you near me, like with
Mhm.
me. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
for me, it's no different if I was sad. Like if I was sad, like yeah, there's times where I want to be alone or there's sadness that I feel and I want you there or I want somebody there. It's the same
Mhm.
with my anger. So it just really
Okay.
depends on what it is.
So I should just ask and not assume.
Yes.
Be like, can you be by yourself?
Can I be by myself when I'm angry?
No, I should ask you in the moment. Be like, can you be by yourself, or do you need me to be here?
I'd be like, yeah, don't leave.
We're like, get out of here. For your own safety, run. Don't walk. All right, babe. I
Aw.
gotta go. So I'll be listening. I want to hear what you say about this. I want you to be negative as possible.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you're running away right now.
Good luck, everyone. Nah, I'll
Well,
be
thank you,
listening.
baby, for joining me on panel.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, babe.
It's always fun. I love you, babe. I'll talk to you after.
Okay, baby.
All right, babe.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Alright. So let's get back on topic. So hopefully you guys heard it and hopefully you guys didn't forget what the lady said, but I do have some bullet points of the things that she said, but we're just going to skip all that and go straight to the negative stuff, all right? Okay, so um she said that this type of behavior, like what's going on social media, it evokes jealousy, which is correct, right? But the thing that I wanted to like zero in on, which I think a lot of people would miss when watching the video, but how about those or your so called friends making you feel jealousy on purpose? And I'm only saying this because I think that's why this whole thing came about with the hashtag friendship goals. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just saying this, and again, I'm just giving you guys a different perspective, right? Maybe I'm feeling this way because I have no friends in real life, right? I mean, I have friends in Colorado. I have friends in Alabama. I have friends in California. Did I say that? And those are people that are very dear to me, right? Um, and that's what sucks about our internet friendship, long distance friendship. We just have that understanding and that love, and um we know what it is, right? We have that respect for one another. um but I feel like these types of friendships, right? And I don't know if it's because they're older than I am, to where if we were to have a visit, I don't think they would feel, or I would feel, that our friendship has to be exposed in this way on social media. You guys get what I'm saying? Like maybe because we're far away, we want to like get to know each other like in person, like have dinners, cookouts, see a movie, go have coffee. Like we're more focused on the togetherness because we live so far away, right? Yeah, maybe one picture, maybe a video, like, oh my gosh, like this is what we're doing. Oh my gosh, like, whatever, whatever. Maybe if we live closer together, maybe the connection would be, I don't know, good or worse. So again, like I'm keeping like the age bracket open, our occupations, our like our interests, if we like the same things, if we like going to the same places, like you know what I'm saying, like all of these things I'm kind of like looking at. So I've seen a couple videos on TikTok, Instagram, where like, yeah, like friends are meeting up, yeah, looks fun, looks like a good time, like sometimes these bitches look the same, they have the same hat, they got matching outfits, and things like that. And it just seemed like, yeah, it does kind of seem like it's all for show, like our friendships really like that. And then, for me, it's like, oh, that's a cute video, or yeah, that's a cute outfit, or oh, like these guys are really, really close, they almost act like sisters. Like I give that positive feedback, but at the same time, it's like it almost kind of gets too much. Like you start to wonder, like, yo, are they like really best friends like that? Um, and I know to those types of people, or maybe even to you guys, I'm just sounding like I'm hating just because I have no friends in real life. But for me, I'm not jealous. I'm not complaining on these things for myself or to myself. I'm looking at what it's doing to other people. Like what this lady's doing. She said that she gets patients going into her office feeling like they're not a good friend because they're not planning girl getaways, or like, oh, we're gonna spend a whole day at the spa, or we're gonna go get our nails done together, um we're gonna go like shopping for an outfit to go to a club together, like, and she talked about like financial stress, and like planning these girly getaways and things like that, or like going to have a big expensive brunch at First Watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, um it's almost, to some point, it's not doable. Like it's not real, you know? Um and people are really stressing about this. You know what I'm saying? And watching that video, I have a package to send out, right? I was supposed to send this package off like, months ago. And it's to one of my friends, and I'm just like looking at myself like, "Oh my gosh, I'm a bad friend." Like she sends me stuff in the mail all the time, and I haven't sent her anything. And so I'm feeling like a bad friend to her all these years. And today is Friday, probably the last time, these last hours I can make it to the post and actually like send it to her. But it's things happen. She knows that things happen, and sometimes I feel like I over explain myself, like as to why I haven't done anything, but I know that she's not holding it over me, or she's not putting it against me. But the whole thing about this thing that people are like, oh, I'm feeling like I'm a bad friend, why don't you just ask the bitch? Why don't you just ask? Like, oh, do you think I'm a bad friend because, like I'm kind of feeling like left out. And sometimes some ratchet bitches don't want to invite you because maybe they feel low key, low down that you can't afford a girly vacation. So it's like, okay, are you saving me the embarrassment, or you just don't want to feel like you got to pay for me? And watch their asses react when you're asking them these things, because you read their face, you're going to know what's real. If you're really feeling like left out. So if you're feeling left out, the balance to the other side would be, you guys used to be close. How close were you? Was she, I'm just saying this as a scenario. I'm not calling you broke bitches, okay? But it's almost like, was she at the same place you were at back in the day, that you guys were close, right? Did she come up on some money? Did the bitch win the lottery? Did she get a good classy job? Did she start an OnlyFans and all of a sudden she's making 400,000 a month and you're not? Did she marry a rich dude, scamming his ass and putting her pussy in his face? Like, and then she came up, and then all of a sudden he dropping money in her bank account. Like, to make you feel like, oh, I'm feeling left out, like you left me way back here. And I'm not saying that you're the jealous bitch, but it's almost like, yo, we used to be cool, like, why don't we kick it? But your kicking it would probably be like, go eating at Church's Chicken or something like that. And then she's like, oh, I don't eat Church's Chicken anymore, I eat Chick-fil-A. And it's like, what the hell's wrong with churches? But it's when people do that hashtag friendship goals, like, it is in a lot of people's faces, it is making people feel like, oh, I wish I had a friend like that, or I wish my friend could do those things, or oh, I wish I could do those things, but I can't because, let's say, I'm pregnant, or I would love to go on a boat, go vacationing on a boat, but I get motion, like seasick, or I get like motion sickness, or and yeah, you do kind of feel like, why can't we just do some other things? But you know, I think this woman in the TikTok, I think she's basing these things off of, yes, her patience, and she just wants to help others, like recognize that you don't have to do these things. You don't have to go on these big luxury um trips to maintain a friendship. And like she said, like you could just, say hello to someone, just have a little short conversation. You can smile at someone. You could, um maybe like volunteer, because the whole thing is what I'm taking from it is conversing. you know um like, if you're being like left out, there's other ways that you can have communication with people, not just that particular friend. Not so much as like, oh, like, fuck you, friend. like you're off with this other friend and you just left me over here, friend. Fuck you, friend. Like, you're not doing that. You're just, you're letting it go. It's like, okay, like, she's not the only friend that you're gonna have. You can make friends with other people. um just finding real joys in communicating. That's why I wish people wouldn't be so awkward when they're out in public. It's like, what the fuck are you awkward for? And I think it just goes back to what I was saying, like, know yourself. Just know the things that make you uncomfortable, and don't just be like, oh, being out in public makes me awkward. No, think of something else, bitch, because like that's you go out anywhere in the world, especially like if you never been there before. Yeah, you're gonna be awkward, and it's okay. That's why they have information desks. That's why there's hostess to guide you and let you know, like, where's what, how to do certain things. Or like, you go to a restaurant, you're thinking it's a buffet, but they're just like, oh no, you point and choose and we get it for you. You know what I'm saying? So um there's just a whole bunch of things that go with this. And we're already at the 2 hour mark, but I'm gonna go over some bullet points from the video that so when you see those kinds of videos, hashtag friendship goals, um you do feel the pressure to protect your friendships with these people. And my question to you is, why? Like, don't be the jealous one, don't be the envious one. um I think you would have to kick it to yourself as far as like, okay, why am I feeling protective over this person? Like, do you think this person or your friend is naive and they just believe anything that anyone tells them, and you want to protect them from that, from getting hurt, getting scammed? Is it that? And if it is that, why don't you tell them? Be like, you know what? I think you're too friendly. You're too naive. You don't know when, like, when someone's scamming you, you don't know you're being scammed. Like, I worry about you. Like, is it that? Or you're just like, oh my God, oh hell no. Like, that's my friend. And that's probably why you're feeling like that, because that's like the only friend that you have. Why not try to make new friends? You know what I'm saying? Different perspective. Um, let's see. I would say don't give in to the online life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make things look good on the camera, especially with editing and brightening shit up in the video. Of course, like these lavish brunches and dinners and things like that. Man, you could do the same shit too. Get yourself a couple like candles from Goodwill or something, just kind of set it up. I mean, I don't know, just be creative with it, just again, go in your own lane. Do your own shit. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, we talked about vacations. What about presents? Where people feel like they gotta buy something special for someone in order to keep and maintain a friendship. That's fucked up. Don't do that. And if your friend portrays that kind of friendship where you gotta like, um like it's some fucking like a tier thing, like, oh, if you give me this or buy me this, like, oh, I'll just love you forever. Don't buy into that shit. That's some manipulation shit. Know what it is. That's what it is. Like, damn, you're just scamming through friendships. Crazy. Um, and what I think about when I said all of that, like with the presents and just giving, your so-called friends things, I used to do that shit when I was little. And that's a sad fucking story. I was giving away music cassette tapes, like the singles, not full fucking albums. You're fucking crazy. But um I used to give away um cassette tapes, single cassette tapes, to my bullies. Yep. People that, well, kids that bullied me when I was a kid, like my classmates. Yeah, just to first of all get them off of me. Second, they thought that I was cool because I was bumping Dr. Dre and Blackstreet, No Diggity with Queen Pen. You know what I'm saying? And like I wanted to be liked. Like I wanted them to be like, "Oh, we're not going to punk Audie anymore. She's cool. She likes Dr. Dre." Never happened. They just punked me even more because they knew that I was going to give it to them. So I think about children, when thinking about this topic, like it's just like, man, that's fucked up. Um, let's see. I think I covered everything. And the lady said, um, let's see. What's more beneficial on our overall happiness in life is more than these multiple, what is this? Oh, I'm reading this shit wrong. Okay, I'm gonna paraphrase. Basically saying that, like, don't feel that you have to go on these vacations, buy them presents, just to harness and keep that person, just to have a intense, deep connection with them, because that shit's getting expensive at this point. So I would say don't do that. But Rob, he dropped the article link in the chat. He also dropped the TikTok video in the chat. It's all going to be in the description, so you guys, check it out, subscribe to the lady. And it seems like she has some good helpful advice. And I would say take it with a grain of sand, or salt, whatever the fuck term they fucking say it. And know what's going on, okay? Like, side eye your friend if you feel like you're being disrespected. Side eye your friend if you feel like they're using you for certain things. Maybe using you to get into places, using you to get friends, or using you to get to the shit that you got. Maybe they're just being your friend because they want to sleep on your sleep on your husband, or you know what I'm saying, like try to get in with your brother, or trying to get in with your pops because he sells Mercedes Benzes. I mean, I don't know. um but yeah, but most of all, you guys, protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. It's okay to do that, and do it in however way makes you comfortable, that inspires you, that motivates you to get your ass out there and change for the better. It's okay to change. It's okay to call yourself out. Because when other people try to drag you and call you out, trust me, if you already know all the bullshit that they're saying, whether it be true or not true or half true, it's not going to hurt you. Because why? You're working on it. Keep it in mind. Thank you all so much for pressing play. If you're listening to this on a playback, thank you to everyone that's listening to this on the live. And we're going to go back live on Monday. And just so you guys know, Monday through Friday, hopefully 1 o'clock p.m. Arizona Standard Mountain Time. And check all of our social medias. They're going to be in the description. And don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys back on Monday. We'll get back at you guys with some news from over the weekend. And you guys keep it safe. I love you all. Peace.